He may have resigned himself to losing a decision.
Last minute! Upstairs with it now. Cross kick, Leon.
Good. Get your jab working.
Get your jab working now, man.
You don't need to land it.
I mean,
Find
that is
it.
a dejected. Oh! No way!
There it is.
No!
That's the biggest upset in the history of the sport. Right there.
That I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
Heading into that fight, Usman was definitely the side to like, and no surprise he was the favorite. He hadn't lost yet in the UFC, and he had a lot of trends to like on his side. We know the champ successfully defends his title about 65% of the time. This was also a rematch the second time they were meeting. We know the winner of the first usually wins the second, just about that same percentage, even greater when they're favored in both. Surprisingly though, the line didn't move significantly, meaning it opened around -300, closed around -350, so Edwards was getting his respect, and the reason for that was simple. The guy had lost only 2 fights, and he was coming in with a nice hot streak, so he had a lot of momentum behind him.
Coming into the fight, you knew that Leon Edwards was going to be the better striker, so you thought that, hey, maybe he's got an opportunity to stay on the feet, but of course, he's going to have to deal with the wrestling of the champ Usman throughout.
So the moment has finally arrived. Donning the black and gold, befitting a champion. Enter the most dominant force in the game at present. UFC Welterweight Champion, Kamaru Usman.
When you're a lion, there's another lion in the dark that's working just as hard as you, but maybe just not eating as much as you. That's what Rocky feels. He feels like it is his time now to collect.
Ready, let's fight.
We went into this fight thinking that Leon Edwards could win the fight on the feet. I don't know that anybody went to this fight saying, you know, if Leon Edwards could take this thing to the ground, that's probably where he can really dominate.
Oh, look at this!
First time Usman has been grounded in his UFC career.
Taking Usman down wasn't even considered a possibility. So the fact that Edwards did so in the very first round shifted the odds significantly. To go from a -500 to a -175 reflects a change of about 20%. And if he could take him down in the first round, the question was, will he have success the rest of the way?
What a start for the underdog challenger.
It could not have gone any better for Edwards in that round. But the power of Usman, if he can land, he can put you out with one shot.
Big shots from Usman.
Usman really putting the pressure on him now.
Everybody's seeing the same thing I'm seeing, and that's domination. The distance between these two is just starting to get further and further apart, and you're seeing the cream rising to the top.
Level change for Usman, and he takes Edwards down.
That was much easier than for Kamaru Usman.
And a nice way to put a capstone on a round in which he got a whole lot done on the feet.
You cannot stay on that cage, Leon. Don't let him bully you.
In all likelihood, 1-1 as we hit this third round of a possible 5.
Usman really took control of the fight in the middle rounds.
Oh, wow.
He reached down for that leg as a fake. Didn't expect it to be there and just took it.
The takedowns were there, the ground and pound was there. He's in complete control of the action. At the end of the third round, you really saw the odds swell back in the favor of the champ Usman.
Dominant third round for the champ, Kamaru Usman.
I want a big round out of you. Come on. You ain't come this far to give it away now. Right? Give me a big round now. I need it. You listen, Leon. Come on.
I'm sure that Leon Edwards was frustrated. I mean, you could see it in some of the looks on his face at times. He looked a little bit defeated.
Taken down again.
He kind of submitted to that one.
Kamaru Usman was able to kind of shut everything down and really kind of dominate. And really, to be honest, going into that fifth round, to me, it just seemed like it was all already laid out on the table.
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
A dejected challenger.
Come on, Leon, sit down. Stop showing him you're tired.
At the point the live odds shifted from around -1,500 to -10,000, there is just about 0 chance of Edwards winning this fight.
Listen, stop feeling sorry for your self. Well, come on then. What's wrong with you? You're too down. You gotta pull this out of the fire.
Well, I mean, you look at -10,000, you say that's ridiculous, but you also go, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's absolutely no way Leon Edwards is going to turn things around in the fifth and final round.
The pressure of Usman is something else, man.
The chances of Usman losing this fight were extremely slim. Here's why. He was way ahead on the scorecards. And more importantly, when you look at the history of Edwards, he wasn't a closer. He wasn't a finisher.
The atmosphere in the arena was one of just kind of acceptance, right? We knew what was going to happen. Usman was going to keep his belt, he was going to have his hand raised, and he was going to continue on as champion. It's one of those moments where everybody stands on their feet and you're just kind of looking around, whether it be in the crowd, whether it be in press row. You're like, did I actually just see that happen?
It's the way it ended that ranks it amongst the biggest upsets of all time, if not number one in the UFC, and here's why. Heading into the 5th round, betting line, minus 10,000. So the sports book was telling the bettor, we believe that there is a 99% chance Kamaru Usman will walk out as the welterweight champ, but Edwards threw a wrench into that one.
They all doubted me, so I couldn't do it. They all said I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
It is truly one of the greatest come-from-behind finishes in UFC history.